Okay, well, thank you everyone for joining. I'm just letting a couple more people in. June 15th, I can't believe we're already halfway through this month. It's kind of crazy. Feels like summer's like already over. I've been talking to my husband about planning stuff and it's like, wow, we have no weekends left. So not fun. But for those of you who are working, I imagine, and we'll talk to this when we get to the market report, we'll or what's going on with the market, we'll be able to talk about that. So couple birthdays for the rest of the month. Gian's is on the 20th, Nicole's on the 22nd, Michelle's on the 23rd, Rebecca's the 25th, and Stephanie's on the 28th. So happy birthday to everyone who's still having a birthday in June. And I just wanted to take a minute to introduce our three newest agents. We have a number since our last meeting 2 weeks ago. I sent out an email about this, but many of you already know him. Michael Ryder is joining our office as an agent, and he'll be one of our head mentors for anyone who's newer to the business. So welcome back, Michael. I would also like to introduce Harrison Smith. Harrison, do you want to say hi and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Harrison. Good to meet everybody.
You want a little bit about your background or where you're going to be working?
Yep, I'll be working. I grew up in Cornwall, New York, near Newburgh. I'll be working there and also commuting here to learn about the area. And then I also just graduated from the University of Rhode Island.
Awesome. Well, congratulations and welcome to the team. He's just licensed as of this morning, so he's the newest addition. And we also have Liza. Liza is a new agent as well. She just graduated from high school and is going to be going to Boston University or college. I apologize. Sorry, Lisa, I apologize. And she'll be joining us as well. So welcome to the team. Again, just as a reminder, if anyone knows anyone who is licensed in Queens, especially, we can use some additional agents out there. Feel free to let me know and make the connection. And thanks again for everyone who has made them in the past. So again, I went back to an old one. Yoda, one of my favorites. I'm a big sci-fi nerd. For those of you who do not know that, more Star Trek than Star Wars, but Star Wars is still important. Again, one of Yoda's truisms is do or do not, there is no try, right? You know, to me, this is so important in this business. You know, you need to either do something or do not, right? Like you can say so much what you're going to do, what you're going to plan, who you're going to talk to and things like that, but you just have to do it, right? It's Nike, it's just do it. There are so many things that we can do on a daily basis. If you're working with renters, if you're working with landlords, if you're working with buyers, if you're working with sellers, right? You know, there's an infinite number of activities that you can take on a daily basis to grow your business. And the real question is, do you want to do it or do you not want to do it, right? That's all you have to ask yourself. You know, again, when we're talking about scheduling, when we're talking about you know, putting things together, you know, my biggest thing is that everyone needs to block out some time to prospect, right? And that's to make new business. And if you're not prospecting, and again, I have a caveat, if you have so many clients that you're so busy you can't do anything else, great, right? You're at a point where you don't need to prospect. But if you aren't there, then you need to block out time to prospect and again, do it, right? Just do it, basically. So that's my kind of quote of the week. Now I'd like to take some time to talk about the market and what are people seeing out there in the market that they're working in, be it a sale market, a rental market, working with rental listings, working with listings and things like that. I'd like to get a couple people to kind of chime in. Again, I'll bring my computer over if anyone here wants to comment. Anthony, I'm going to call on you. Give me a second, I'll come over.
We're working with people right now. The market's still very competitive.
What market are you working in?
The rental market.
Rental market.
Brooklyn or Manhattan. And yeah, some things go fast. Other things, some apartments are going very fast, like within a week. Some will be on the market for a little longer. One of our clients thinks that you can negotiate the price. So we're going to try and see what they come back with. You know, it's going to be like a little bit of trial and error with how that's going to work. But it's very competitive and it's fast, so you can make a quick buck pretty quickly. So that's good. And I don't know, Brooklyn, Manhattan, everywhere. It's just been good to be a broker.
That's great. And again, I think many people who are working with rentals are kind of seeing a similar thing. So let's see, how about Ellen, can I call on you to give your update of what's going on as a kind of a both buyer and a listing agent?
Sorry.
No worries.
Slow sales, slow. People are not pulling the trigger. That's what I'm seeing is, open houses are barely exist. People are not showing up. I'm talking about Manhattan because well, anyway, so yeah, I'm talking Manhattan. Open houses are slow or non-existent. I sat waiting for an appointment. I did an open house for an hour and a half on Sunday. There was an agent who had 4 listings. It's a Murray Hill 3-bed. There was an agent in the building who had 4 listings, and no one came while I was there for her listings at all. And she had 4 open house by appointments. I mean, the agent wasn't even there. I was there because I had an appointment, but no one else came. So that's what I'm seeing.
Okay. Anyone else want to comment on the sale market or what they're seeing with buyers? Marty, how about you? What are you seeing with your uptown open houses? Are people still coming, or what's going on there?
It's hello everyone. For me, it's about pricing, having the right price. In the neighborhood that I'm working in Wood Upper Manhattan, there are, for example, 25 1-bedrooms for sale, and some of them been on the market for 4, 5, 6 months. So, and this week I'm going to start chopping the prices to get it under like a pivot point where I'll get more activity. And in one of the buildings, what I hesitated on putting a flyer in my building, in my old building, that where this particular listing is, because I lived there and I didn't want people saying, "Oh, who does he think he is?" And I just didn't want any comments, but I put the flyer in the lobby, and I had a lot of people come on Sunday. One of them was the tenant above the 2-bedroom, and they might be putting an offer to buy the apartment to make a 4-bedroom, 2-bath with a spiral staircase. So just because I said, okay, let me put the flyer, see what happens. So just when all I'm saying is when you're afraid to do something, just screw it, do it. It might work.
That's great. And again, I have, stories of that. I think many of us do. Sometimes we're hesitant to do what could be kind of the most obvious or the easiest thing, right? Let the building know, send a postcard to the building. I had a similar situation where, I had a listing and the person who bought it lived next door, and I wasn't smart enough to think of knocking on the door next door. So I didn't get a direct deal off of it. So just again, things to think about down the road, right? The neighbors above, below, next door are really people to reach out to. And again, not to say you did anything wrong, Marty, not at all. But, again, sometimes we're hesitant. Oh, there's already 5 brokers who own that building, right? Well, still send out postcards, right? You never know the response you're going to get. And some people, again, there are many buildings with multiple units. 1 or 2 brokers might have a majority of them, but there's a large percentage of people in that building who probably don't like those brokers, right? And so think about that and think about how you can get your name out more in buildings where you have a listing or where you have sold a listing. So, well, thank you everyone for joining on the market update. Just a reminder, and again, kind of circling on that, let's say, next week, our workshop, Tuesday, again, every Tuesday is our New York workshop. We're gonna be talking about circle prospecting and really what that is to start getting your name recognized in a building, on a block, in a certain area. So block out next Tuesday at noon. It'll be, either in person or over Zoom, up to you. We're gonna be talking about circle prospecting and how to kind of, again, start getting recognized in a building or a neighborhood. Again, tomorrow is our prospecting session from 11 to 12. So over Zoom, the link goes out. There's also a link on Weichert University. Great time to call past clients, sphere of influence, for sale by owners, whoever it is, again, to block out some time in your calendar to do prospecting. And one thing is that on those call sessions, you can win Amazon gift cards. So again, kind of getting paid twice maybe for the work that you're doing. With that, I'll give it over to Rudolin. Rudolin, are you good to talk? Oh, okay. Sorry, she's not available right now. But again, contact Rudolin to schedule your My Weichert one-on-one. She can help you set up your prospecting sessions. She can help you with getting mass emails out, creating squeeze pages and landing pages. If you don't know what a squeezer landing page is, talk to her about it. She'll be able to explain to you how you can use that to get your name out there more. And she can also help you make sure everything is set up in your My Weichert system in case you are newer to the business. So again, reach out for the one-on-one. Our contact info is here, and this will be in the slides that I'm sending out as well. Jamie also is not here today, but Jamie is our amazing Weichert financial insurance specialist. He's helped many of our clients and many of us personally with homeowners, renters, or auto insurance. He does a wide range of insurance programs, and they still have an offer, again, for anyone who hasn't done this. If he looks at your renter's insurance or quotes you on renter's insurance, if you don't have it, your homeowner's insurance, same thing, or auto insurance, you get a free $50 Amazon gift card. Who doesn't want free money? It's worth 10 minutes to do. And with that, I will give it over to Doug Cleary from Weichert Financial, our amazing mortgage specialist.
Thanks, Jason. Do you have the slides?
I do.
Okay. So of course, rates are the big topic, and sparked by inflation. There was a feeling last week that inflation was starting to peak. Then there was the CPI, the consumer inflation report came out, and it was actually hotter than expected. So that kind of went out the window. As of about 2 weeks ago, the expectation for today's Fed meeting was a 0.5 point increase. Now it seems more likely there's going to be 0.75 point increase to short-term rates. This could even be 1%, which would be surprising. It's going to affect the market. Like right now, as of yesterday, the 10-year Treasury went up 40 basis points in one day, which that's the closest measure we have to retail rates. So rates continue to go up. They have not stabilized. They have not peaked, if you will. So this is something to keep an eye on. I wish it would just plateau. It just hasn't yet. The Fed has intimated that they're going to keep raising throughout the year, and we'll see how much they raise and when they sort of slow down. The counteraction to that is, they could raise so much or so quickly that it could put us into a recession, and so they have to be mindful of that. But they're more concerned with inflation right now. So the end result is retail rates have come up. They've never risen this much in this period of time. It's gone up 3 percentage points since the beginning of the year. We've gone basically from 3.25 to 6.25 in less than 6 months. It's never happened before. So we have to keep an eye on it. If anything, if you want to put a positive spin on it, it's a call to action. If you have a buyer who's waiting for prices to come down for some reason, while they're waiting for prices to come down, mortgage rates are going up. So this is the part of their payment that's fixed. Once they lock in, if they get a 30-year fix, this is fixed. And maybe pull the trigger now. If they wait, looks like in the near term, it's going to be higher. Let's take a look at the next slide. This slide is now obsolete. So this had 30-year fixed at 5.85 with 0.3 points. We're over 6.25 right now with 0. So, they're still not terrible historically, but it's come up a lot, and it hasn't flattened out yet. The 15-year, we're over 5. 5.12 specifically with almost 0.25 point. And this is old too. This is about 40 basis points higher than that too. So we are approaching 6% on the 15-year, and we're over 6% on the 30-year. This is just an update. The Federal Housing Finance Agency, so they're the ones that regulate Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. They're trying to do certain things to battle what they consider to be systemic racism, which is block people of color from home ownership. One of the things they're doing is rolling out a credit reporting system that gives people credit for paying rent. They sort of they're going to come up with a way to factor your rent report card, if you will, your rent history into your credit worthiness. They're also working on other programs with down payment assistance, improved underwriting, reserve funding for emergencies, and also lower mortgage interest premiums. So there's all these efforts going on to help people of color achieve home ownership, which is good. One thing to keep in mind if you're working with a customer and they're, because things are so fluid in the mortgage market right now, everybody's shopping. But when your customer comes up with a lender, you want to be confident that the lender is going to get them to closing in a timely manner. So the rate is important, but that's not the only thing that should be considered. They have to get to closing. So if they go with the bank that doesn't have a good track record, or an out-of-town bank or an internet bank or something like that, you just want to make sure that you're comfortable that the deal is going to go through as it's supposed to. Weichert Financial, well, yeah, last slide, we have competitive rates, and we pride ourselves on getting to closing in time. We're doing a very good job. We get a lot of 5-star reviews to support that. Trivia question of the week: what type of financing allows for 4-unit property? So what program allows for 4-unit properties? Conforming, VA, FHA, or all of the above? Any guesses? Conforming, VA, FHA, all of the above. What do you think, Jason? You're on mute.
Sorry, we have a bunch of all of the aboves.
All of the above is correct. So very smart group. Just a couple things to keep in mind before I go. We're doing co-op commitments in less than 48 hours right now. So if you have somebody that's meaningful, if you're trying to get an accepted offer and the seller wants to move quickly, we can get a commitment very quickly, 48 hours right now. In fact, sometimes even less. We have a true foreign national program. If you have somebody who does not have a credit score in the US, they do not have income in the US, they're in another country, they don't even need a visa here, we have a program for that. And we also have deposit loan programs. If you have a self-employed borrower who doesn't show a lot on their tax returns but has regular deposits, we can translate those deposits into income and get them what amounts to essentially a no income type loan. So we have these alternative loans that are becoming more and more popular as the traditional loan rates rise. These become more attractive. And so if you have any scenario, before you say, I don't think we can do that, let me know and I'm happy to check it out for you or let you know what we can do.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Doug. Appreciate it. We have some congratulations. We had a number of rentals over the last 2 weeks. Congrats to Suzanne, Christine, Anthony, Leslie, Tanya, Eunice, Stephanie, Will, and Paris. Congrats on the rentals. We have a number of contracts that were signed. Will, Voss, Michael, Ken, and Christine. And we also have a new sale listing. I think one of our first in Staten Island, a second that I know of actually in Staten Island. So congratulations to Corinne. And a number of closings also. Ellen, Christine, Anthony, Stephanie, and Ken. So congratulations on the closings, everyone. With that, I'd like to give people time to talk about any new listings that they have, or if there's a listing that they're looking for, something coming on market. They have a client they can't find something for, they've been looking forever, maybe someone's seen something. Okay, Christine has a new listing.
Hi, everyone. I have a studio in Bay Ridge. It's an alcove studio. It's 550 square feet. The owner got renovated the bathroom in like great condition, low maintenance, $585. It's listed at $275. Elevator, laundry building.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Michael, do you want to talk about the new rental listing? Is it listed? Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
So we have a 1-bedroom, about 1,500 square feet, well, just under 1,500 square feet at 20 Pine Street. It's very Elliott, very Wall Street. It's overlooking Wall Street and the stock exchange. It's a corner unit. We are aiming at 6,500. We're still debating on that, but the rent will be around 6,500. Again, it's 20 Pine Street. It's a 1-bedroom, about 1,500 square feet.
Awesome. Thank you, Michael. Anyone else? Anything? Going once? No? Okay. Well, I think that's it. Thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of the day and a great week. And again, please come and eat the food in the office if you're not here. And if you're here, come eat more. So thank you guys so much. Have a great rest of the day and I'll talk to you later.